May the goddess guide you through the forest and keep you safe.
Look there, a portal.
Shall we find out where it leads to?
The Seven grant abundance! Ah, a peaceful wood. The caterwauling of cultists was making me ill.
Lucula seems fairly infested with Immaculates. I wouldn't count on a long respite.
There you both are. Marvelous. Your efforts have borne even more fruit. A new piece of the tapestry has been mended. The weaver's been hard at work with the thread Starstone has borne her, and a whole portion of history has been rewoven. Rejoice, my friends, rejoice! For now we witness a tale from the eons torn from time, but now, thanks to you, restored.
After the war was won, the Void Dragon remained a great threat to all existence. And so, upon the anvil of creation, the God Box was crafted. The Void was locked within, but still the question remained: who would guard the box? The two generals offered themselves. They would give up life and glory to stand sentinel. Transformed into immortal beings, they would be the Void's eternal guardians. They placed the box and the guardians in the First Garden, home of Astarte and of the world's most beautiful power, Source. For time immemorial, the Guardians stood by the God Box, no longer human in body or in mind, but duty personified.
So that is who we were. Demigod Guardians of the God Box. I reckon you're right. Besides, even gods can die. And from what we've seen here in this realm, little good came from being a half-divine.
I salute you, my master. And that is your final?
Yes, indeed.
I will...
Oh, it's so cold in here, it hurts.
I think my very words may freeze and fall to the ground.
You say Eunice. You say they have your loyalty still, despite their utter failure. Foolish creature. Chain your fate to theirs, and you are chained to certain downfall.
That remains to be seen. I do believe they will remember. I do believe I will serve them again, despite your tricks.
Always am I the trickster. Always am I the malefactor. Yet all I do is speak the truth. They failed before, and they will fail again. The void, I can see it approaching in their eyes.
spirit of Boreas, can it be? You've come. You've come home. It's about time, isn't it? Your quarters have been invaded by all manner of madness. Does my brilliant frost beguile you? I am ice, of course. A soldier of ice, to be explicit, and this is where I have dwelt across many eons. Here I wait for the day, if ever, I am called to serve the realm again. Could I be more explicit? This place is of your essence. Can't you feel it in your very bones, as I do in every crystal of frost within me? You belong here, and this place belongs to you. I cannot tell you why or how, but I know it to be true. Of course, alongside my opposite, the eternal fire, we were summoned in service of a goal greater than the timeless battle between heat and cold. Yes, together we sought victory against the void. You can thank our great army for all of this, you know. For existence itself. Those were times of great proportions. The forces of nothingness pitted against those of life, and naught but ourselves marching to the beat set by our great leaders could stop the void's encroachment. Off to explore your abode, are you? Very good.
How can I help you, my friend?
Perhaps we're nearing the White Witch's lair.
Ah, the Source Hunter. It is my greatest pleasure to announce to you that we Immaculates have captured the feared White Witch and quarantined her house of horrors. Yes, the greatest known threat to Rivellon has been neutralized, thanks in no small part to you, Source Hunter. Your activities in Sicil drove the snake to her den, and that's where we Immaculates sprang our trap. I am a proud Immaculate, sworn to use my summoner's expertise in service of the goddess's one way and the greater good. Ah, the High Counselor of Sicil. We mourned his tragic death. Yes, every Immaculate honors the memory of that noble man. Still, Source Hunter, I am sworn on my life to guard this quarantine. I serve a higher authority than yours, and will not waver in my duty. If you're certain, I suppose I can trust the word of one of your esteemed order. Go on then, Source Hunter, but please tell no Immaculate I let you pass, or it will be my life.
Are you so desperate for company that you've taken to befriending fungi? Well, we're glad to hear it. Oh, somehow we doubt that very much. Have you ever seen the Moth King's silver spoon? Nearly microscopic. No, Source Hunter. We do believe this life hasn't finished surprising you. Not in the least. It's quite a lovely sort of barrier, isn't it? Who doesn't enjoy a gentle, breezy motion against one's backside after all? Then again, we suspect it's been hoisted up by some not-so-savoury characters, and we happen to know just how to remove it. The only trouble is finding the right sort of clever, sort of intrepid sort of person to entrust such a secret to. Here's what we propose. We've a fresh batch of 3 brain teasers hot off our thinking caps. Perhaps, if you can answer them correctly, we might find you spirited enough to entrust with the barrier's deepest, darkest secrets. But it isn't all fun and games. We hardly offer second chances to the beriddled. If you give us a single false answer, we'll clam up like morning glories at midnight. So, do you have what it takes? This is better news than the Orc Queen misplacing her thumbscrew. But enough delays. Let us begin. The ravenous brute tore down my chartreuse gown, ripped out my silken hair by its roots, wrenched my children from me, and fed me to the hogs. Who am I?
That's right. An ear of corn fits perfectly.
Bravo, bravo, bravissimo! An ear of corn indeed. Can you imagine a sheep in a chartreuse gown? A pumpkin with silken hair? The fantasies of a fool. Now, on to our second riddle. And this one's sure to stump you. I cannot lie, I cannot lay, but only lie. Who am I?
That's right. A stone fits perfectly.
You've done it again! I'm thrilled. I'm amazed. I'm liable to present the very last riddle. This one will blow you out of your stockings, so hold on tight. I've a neck as long as twice the width of a toad's tail, as many eyes as half the number of seasons per annum. I'm known to cause hurricanes in the Far East merely by taking off 2 minutes too late. Who am I? Ooh, very good, very good. The last person who tried to solve that riddle puffed away in a small impish huff, mumbling about space-time. But not you. You stuck it out until the very end, you crafty little so-and-so. So, what would you like to know? One thing we know for certain. This barrier doesn't belong here. The wizard Maradino knew as much when he started poking around here. He developed a spell to remove it, but his fancy was caught elsewhere before he bothered to implement it. Down the spell dropped, and up we scooped it. Unfortunately, we aren't quite human enough to get it to work. But you've proven yourself just the right sort of clever, sort of intrepid sort of person we'd love to entrust such a secret to. We thought you'd never ask. What would you like to know? Some call her the Guardian of Lucula, and by our estimations, she's more than earned the title. She's a healing witch, concerned mostly with the safety of the living souls, animals and plants alike, of this forest. And she's been here since even before our great-great-great-great-grandmother, Francisca Toadstool the 44th, can recall. We've long lodged adjacent to her little cabin, and she used to greet us with a "How do you do?" every morning. We do hope she's not entangled in anything unsavory. What a shame it'd be if someone with a penchant for heavy-handed hoe-wielding moved in. Murder? That doesn't sound like her at all, no. Much more interested in patching things up than tearing them down, that one. Then again, it's hard to tell on what stalk a person truly stands until you've seen them at the end of their rope. Isn't that so? We suppose if someone held a sword to our caps, we'd fight them with every last spore we had. somewhere in her cabin, as far as we know. The last we saw her, she and her apprentice Almina were rushing inside, whispering to one another. They seemed rather anxious. Perhaps they knew that those Immaculates were on their trail. A group of them followed some time after and erected the barrier around the cabin. We haven't seen the White Witch or Almina since. To befriending fungi? Oh, one thing down the spell drop. We thought you'd never ask. What would you like to know?
They knew how to remove magical barriers, if nothing else.
There's an angel in this mirror. Hey! Why didn't anyone tell me I had cabbage in my teeth? Battle after battle, but no worse for wear, I see.
Battle after battle, but no worse for... Hey! Why didn't anyone tell me I had cabbage in my teeth?
The place seems to have been searched in a hurry. Sigurd's beard, what a find!
I'd say ransacked is more apt.
A chest full of hidden valuables, is it? But it could be anywhere.
So we'll look everywhere. Did you expect to find it marked on your map?
I've spotted something. A beautiful cave. But who knows to what dark purpose the witch might have turned it?
Keep your senses sharp for any sign of source. Bless the seven I am
Have
restored.
slaughtered so many beasts.
I don't doubt it, but the question is, why?
Look at this. Look what these Immaculates have wrought. But I will avenge these animal spirits in kind.
It's an insult to the nut
Good thing those butchers didn't have a mind for rat's blood.
behind it.
A beautiful view indeed. To think this sanctuary has been compromised by dark forces. Forces you may combat.
Did that puddle just address us?
Either that, or our judgment's been addled by mushroom spores.
What's this? I found something. What's this? I found something.
So you found her chest. I'm sure she would have wanted you to have it. Come to the lake. I'll reveal all.
That's more than enough snooping about for you, lost one.
What's this I've spotted?
Meet me at the lake, Source Hunter.
I don't have the
not
right tool for
delay.
mining.
This day we win!
All the way to my boot swords!
I know the things you said.
You're here! Ikara, the witch! She's been taken! Immaculates, they're everywhere! Ikara, she's been kidnapped, taken, carried off by murderers! It's Leandra, that much I know for sure. She's been plotting her revenge for years now. I told Ikara, but she wouldn't believe it. And now look, the grotto's overrun with murderers. Ikara's been kidnapped, and gods know what else Leandra's planning. Haven't you had to look around? This place is infested with immaculates. They'd just as soon slit my throat as blow their noses. Yours too, you know. 2 reasons. 2 very terrible reasons. Don't you know? These immaculates aren't to Leandra alone. The conduit, my honey. Second, Leandra's had it out for Ikara for 2 long years. When she left here, she was a hate machine. Eyes blazing, steam coming from her nose. Almost. Why, I lived among them both for years. Leandra and I never quite took to one another, but Ikara is my protector, my friend. Some years ago, a wizard came to join them here, Zandalore. He and Ikara fell in love, which drove Leandra batty. She stormed away and disappeared for 2 long years. As far as I know, she never said word one to her sister or Zandalore during all that time. Ikara! Oh, dear Ikara! Oh, she protected me when no one else would. She cared for any who asked. Dear, wonderful Ikara. I escaped to a grotto from Ibarheim. Oh, a terrible place. Oh, I get the shivers just thinking about it. I begged her for asylum, and she agreed before I'd even finished my plea. Oh, dear. Slaughterized, torture, enslavement. A terrible place for all, but for an imp. There is no worse hell. Hundreds of my brothers toil there still, building the king's mazes and prisons. Oh, I'm the only one who managed a way out. Poor lost brothers. And that is just where they've taken her, Source Hunter. They've taken Ikara to that frigid abyss. Yippee! Will you go then? Will you find her? Oh, good! Oh, wonderful! To the lake, then, friend. The lake. It can be used for rift travel between this realm and that. That's where they took her. That's where you must go. You're telling me? Please, Source Hunter, you must find Ikara. If you claim to fight for order and good, there's no one else you'd sooner save.
There's nothing of interest here. Please, do you see the lake below? Please, come and speak to me there.
I spotted something.
yourself and raise your sword in the goddess's name.
vegetarian. You've killed the butchers. But you were too late to save the rest of them. Too late to save the Gordian, too. I am the last to lie. Can it be? I'm Fringer, one of the many wounded creatures the Guardian rescued from the forest and brought here to heal. I thought we'd always be safe in her custody, but now I'm alone here. Oh, my fallen friends. You mean you don't know? Cloaked figures, evil ones, came for the Guardian. They moved quickly, too quickly for any of us to escape. I can still hear the Guardian calling for Almina to flee, just as the butchers grabbed her. After they had gotten rid of her, they came for us. For sport, you know? What fun. I watched as they slaughtered each of my friends in turn, laughing like lunatics as those gentle creatures tried to flee. The humans call her the White Witch, but our name for her suits her far better. The mushrooms and herbs she grows here are imbued with her magic, and these she uses to brew potent medicines. How anyone could hurt her, it's unimaginable. The Guardian created this place, a sanctuary for any who seek its shelter. Not even these foul intruders, try as they might, can taint her goodness. One of the cloaked brutes pulled a terrible trick, waded knee-deep into our lake and spoke a strange spell. Then the intruders dragged the Guardian into the water, and a lot of them simply vanished. Where they took her, a humble boar can hardly speculate. My only comfort is that Almina jumped in after them. Perhaps she's watching over the Guardian even now.
Arthurius, what have we here? It seems you failed to sniff out one of the witch's little friends. Luckily for us, the fox knew better than to hide from the hound. That's immaculate business and none of yours. Though I'd think that, taking a peek at this sad little cave, you'd have guessed. A source hunter! Even worse than cauldron-stirring scum. Won't rest until you see the world rid of the essence of the divine, will you? You say you are no friend to the witch, yet like her you would dare to obstruct the conduit's purpose. Two rotten stalks upon the same plant, it seems, determined to spoil the roots. Might as well be the fifth dimension for all the good that information will do you. The mountains will sing and the rivers wail before the witch will be released.
Become one with the air.
My will is strong, my aim is true.
demise!
Enough slime in this blast for 1,000 slug trails!
I can take you all with one shot! Just watch!
This will drive you up the wall.
A weak voice addresses you. It seems to emanate from the lake's depth.
By the morning mist, you've made it. Time is short, Source Hunter. You must come. I must tell you, the Guardian is here. Here in this strange plane. I am Almina. Friend to the White Witch. But we peaceful souls were attacked, chased, and she was dragged into this strange dimension. Part of Fairy, it must be. I came to find her, but it's too late. Cold, yet deathly fires blaze. You must come. It seems changed, corrupted. The elements in turmoil. This was once a place called Heiberheim, but something is happening here. I will reveal all. You must come, please, Source Hunter. The cultist who captured her. They had some kind of spell. It turned this very lake into a rift leading into this realm.
I've got my eyes on the prize.
Baking like a cake. It's heating up.
Doesn't seem to be working. What did I do wrong? The spell has worked. But how can we be sure we're not walking into an ambush?
We've made it this far. I doubt whatever lies beyond that rift can stop us now.
Hold on now, comrade. We can't well dive headlong into a magical lake rift without having the faintest idea about what awaits on the other side. A mysterious voice hardly counts as credible. I say there's no good to come from putting such faith in a magical curiosity. I suppose that's one way of looking at it, comrade. Perhaps even the best way. A veteran like me's got a lifetime of regrets and indiscretions to reflect upon after all. This has served me mostly well, but I suppose it wouldn't kill an old dog to learn a few new tricks.
The chill about this place, isn't there?
Come to me.
Think warm thoughts. Sorcerer's blood. A well-cast fire spell and a mug of glow wine when we're through with this mission.
First chatty puddles,
You're
and now
setting down the wrong
beseeching
path,
flames.
Source Hunter.
This
The other way.
Almina must be an elementalist.
Yes! Through this door! Quickly! I haven't much time left. Continue forth, Source Hunter. I'm nearly there.
Wargraf spotted a trap.
Unending darkness.
slaughtered. How could such meek creatures have deserved this fate?
Dead imps. What a delightful sight.
Better off face down in the snow then.
Yes! You'll make it after all. You're here.
I'll need to unlock this somehow.
Unless my eyes deceive me, those are mechanical roosters.
They sure didn't skimp on their strange sentinel system around here.
By the blessed stars, you've arrived. You must find her. Free her. The elements, there is a sinister power pulling these elements out of balance. Perhaps the same that took her. Almina, by name. Apprentice to the Guardian. Your so-called White Witch. And now it seems her failure. I came to her that I may learn from her, learn to heal, to protect. But dark fiends invaded her sanctuary. She sensed they'd come, sensed the danger that hunted her, but knew that to flee would only prolong the chase and cast more innocents in their path. They took her here, to this strange and terrible place. Deep into its depths, where I could not follow. She is a protector of the weak, a champion of the downtrodden, the keeper of Luculla Forest, its guardian for many years. That surprised even me. I can only move my energy through organic matter, and I doubted I could reach those flames. But the sentinels here, some of them seem to be sentient. Be wary of them. Of course. Anything that may assist you, she must be restored, must be delivered from this place. Whatever lies you have heard, the Guardian herself will right them. She is no more capable of murder than frost of warmth. She'd sooner destroy herself than another life. A woman such as she makes many enemies. She who creates will always be pursued by those who wish to destroy. What these particular despoilers had in mind, I know not. But I do know that they meant no good to come to her. That I know not. They hauled her away and out of my sight before I could get my bearings in this awful place. Do you not feel it? The storm, the elements in chaos, at war. A strange dimension indeed, unfamiliar to me until now. The Rift Runner who brought the White Witch here called it Heiberheim, but I've never heard mention of it before now. But the elements here, they rattle in their imbalance. I can hardly see straight. My mind, my very soul, finds no peace here. I slip into the next life with a heart and mind in chaos and confusion. Fairy is a realm of all elements. Earth, fire, water, air. When one becomes overgrown, or the others become weakened, chaos ensues. Something must have disturbed the balance of power between the elemental monarchs. Heiberheim is the winter realm, but its reach extends farther than it should. Please, you must find the White Witch. Whatever she may stand accused of, I'm certain of nothing if not her innocence. Free her, speak with her, and see for yourself, and tell her I'm sorry, and that I'll meet her again, perhaps, someday, somewhere far from here.
Find a fire or shelter.
Hammering halibuts. Curse Heiberheim's horrid climb. If it weren't for my snuggly coat, I'd have been no more than an ice sculpture in no time. As does the White Witch, I reckon. For I've spied neither hair nor hide of Ikara in this frozen waste. Then again, I don't expect us to find her out in the storm. Boreas, the king of this land, has sprawling dungeons aplenty. If Ikara is imprisoned here, she's bound to be held in one of his icy cells. Breaking into his prisons will probably prove to be as tricky as breaking out of them, though. Not to mention that Immaculates swarm about this place like a school of herrings. Herrings with shark's teeth. Forewarned is forearmed, Hunter. Now to hie me to Boreas's palace in search of Ikara. And a fireplace.